So, Kung Fu Panda 4. What do I think of it? When I made that initial post saying I was seeing this movie, I initially thought it was a good movie, you know, from first impressions, but quickly right after me saying that, I thought to myself, wait a minute, that's weird. Why are they here? Who the fuck is this person? Why do I care? What the fuck happened to Poe? You know, DreamWorks has been really suffering this year with the release of the terrible Megamind sequel, which from what I heard is not really animated by them. It's really weird. It's DreamWorks, but it's not. It's like they gave this to a third party, like the sequel treatment from Disney. But the thing is, they released Orion earlier this year, and I reviewed the movie, and I liked that movie. Was it the best movie of all time? No. It will never be like that, but it's a movie I can always go back to, and it's just a movie that is harmless. It's comfortable for me. This one, Kung Fu Panda 4, I'm surprised I still fucking remember it. It's mid. It's not bad. It's not terrible. You know, if I had to watch the movie on television and nothing else was on, I'd watch it. But otherwise, I would not go out of my way to see it if I have options available. So, what happens in this movie without giving too much away? Because I know if I do that, I'm just gonna tell people to stay away, which I kind of want to do if you're a Kung Fu Panda fan. But I'm just someone with a microphone giving my opinion anyway. Kung Fu Panda 4, where all of Poe's progression as a character just falls flat on its face. First movie is where he's trying to overcome. He's forced into a situation he's not prepared for, which is becoming a dragon warrior because Oogway chose him. Because he was, if I remember right, he was the chosen one in that movie. But in that regard, he had to fight through a lot to get to where he was. And Tai Lung as a villain was amazing, by the way. I love Shen and Kung Fu Panda 2, but something about Tai Lung does it better for me. I don't know. And then becomes a dragon warrior, and then that's the big end of Kung Fu Panda 1. Kung Fu Panda 2 is trying to get past trauma, in which that trauma was Poe's family being massacred by Shen and his army. And he managed to figure out how to include inner peace within himself to try to get past his trauma and overcome Shen, and pretty much that was the lesson of the entire movie. The third movie was not bad. By the way, if you haven't heard me mention about the Furious 5, it's because they've been in all movies up to this point. So, the third movie with General Kai, it was mainly like all these movies have like a different color to them. Blue was with Shifu, red was with Poe, and green was with Oogway. All these movies were, they had a message to say, right? A respectable message, even though 3, again, kind of fell flat on its face, but it was a good ending to a trilogy. Then this happened, and makes Poe look like an idiot like he was in the first film. Why? Why would you just retcon everything we just seen up to this point? What, are we just gonna just... I don't even know how we're gonna deal with Kung Fu Panda 5, by the way, which is happening. There's a 5 and 6 happening. I don't know how the hell they're gonna fix this, plus you have fucking Aquafina in this fucking movie. I shouldn't say I don't like Aquafina, because, well, truthfully, I don't. Because she's in every fucking movie ever. The Furious 5. Not in this movie. Why? Because DreamWorks couldn't afford the voice actors. I am not joking about that one. They could not afford them because they're too expensive. So we just hired a TV cast. I don't know whatever. Poe is on a journey to defeat an evil sorceress named the Chameleon. And her thing is she can transform into anything and anyone, and you will never know. But it's like that's her only thing, though. She claims at one point that she wanted to learn Kung Fu but couldn't because she was so small. And immediately when she said that, I was like, did you forget Mantis was a Kung Fu master? or Kung Fu Fighter was taught Kung Fu. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Shifu for one? Like, Jesus. Like, retcon. Whatever. The visuals are good. The music was good. Aquafina, I said I didn't like her, was passable. Wasn't exactly anything horrendous. Like, I didn't want to pull my hair out every time she was on scene. But she was okay. There was a subplot with Poe's fathers being his biological father and Ping, the goose, going on an adventure to find Poe, since after he leaves to go to the city, they want to go after him because they thought he'd actually die. I actually enjoyed when they were on screen together, the two fathers. There's just the chemistry between them two is amazing, and honestly, it probably would have been amazing if Lee just went full on don't give a shit round and just killed everybody. But this is a kids film, so you can't do that. Blah blah blah. By the way, the pacing in this movie is super fast. Like, this is the shortest film in the franchise. By the way, hour and 20 minutes. They try to make this like a more comedic film, more than an action film, which really shows. Some jokes land, some jokes don't. Again, with the fathers, I like that quite a bit. I think my favorite scene out of the entire film was the tavern on the cliffside. The director said every single villain would come back for Kung Fu Panda 4. And he was right. But the only one who speaks is Tai Lung. And he barely gets anything done. Shen doesn't speak. Kai doesn't speak. Like, it's wasted potential because he couldn't avoid the voice actors. Again, hire the TV cast. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's stupid decisions up in Hollywood. Just, I don't get it. I really don't get it. I don't want to keep bashing on this movie because I didn't have a terrible time with it. Like I said, I think it's a mid movie. Without counting the other Kung Fu Panda movies, this is harmless. If you have never seen a Kung Fu Panda movie before, but if you've seen the first three, this one's really painful, honestly. And I don't get why DreamWorks is going this route. I mean, their upcoming movie, The Wild Robot, looks good. But I have my doubts after this one, so we'll see. It's supposed to have minimal dialogue, but it has an A-list cast, so I don't know what the fuck's going on over there.